This is Come and See with Father Philip Hall, turning to and following Christ in the 21st century. Father Philip is parish priest at All Saints of Lincolnshire Orthodox Church in Lincoln, England.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, God is one. Amen. Begin by reading Romans chapter 6, 18 to 23, then Matthew chapter 8, 5 to 13. Slavery. People are slaves to all sorts of things. To their home, their car, their spouse, their children, their work, to their neighbours. They're slaves to what they think other people think about them. They're slaves to golf or to the natural environment. And they're slaves, of course, to all types and kinds of vice, to sin itself. They weld themselves like two bits of metal being welded together to things that drag them down in shame in the end. St. Paul also says you can be a slave to righteousness. And you see the way that he actually says within that passage that it's up to you. You can choose and you can make it happen. You have to, God gives you the gift, but you need to accept it and work with it. You need to work strongly with God to release yourself from that slavery to sin. It's a bit like that reading in Matthew chapter 8, 5 to 13. You see there the Roman centurion, at the center of his household was sin that had made his servant paralyzed. So what does he do? He throws all those other slaveries to one side. What other people are going to think about him, to his social standing as a Roman centurion, to his power. He throws aside all that slavery to power and authority, to his work, to his background, to his nation, to the imperial court. He throws it to one side, but he takes hold, as it were, of his poor slave, who is now enslaved in sin. And he goes to the Lord with him, or on his behalf. And even there, he realizes that he is full of sin. He says to the Lord, "Lord, I'm not worthy that you should come under my roof. Speak the word only, and my servant shall be healed." And the Lord contrasts him with all those other people who are under slavery to sin. And he says, you know, people come from east and west and north and south, ends of the earth. But the children of the kingdom, the ones who should be there, who are so caught up in slavery to this world, will never enter into it. So for us, we need to reject all these slaveries so that we can simply come to Christ in simplicity, in honesty, in openness, as the person we really are, and allow him, in the same way as Centurion's household, to go right down into the middle of our household, find that poor slave who is paralyzed in sin within ourselves, and set that one free. Your prayers. God bless you. Amen.
Join us again next time for Come and See with Father Philip Hall, a listener-supported presentation of Ancient Faith Radio.